The Premier League have reported 42 positive COVID-19 results in the past week. The Tottenham Hotspur under-23s were sent home on Monday. Spurs could get a European Conference League reprieve, and Rennes could face a punishment for not being flexible enough to arrange a new date. And if Tottenham do go through to the playoffs, we will face Austrian side Rapid Vienna. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In this video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and also hit that notification bell where you will be notified every single time I upload a new video. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Let's start the video by talking about two games that will take place this evening in the Premier League. Norwich will take on Aston Villa and champions Manchester City will take on Leeds. The Brentford game against Manchester United is postponed due to a COVID outbreak at Manchester United. Now, Tottenham Hotspur are in 7th place at the moment in the Premier League. We have played 14, which means we do have 2 games in hand over all of the teams above us. We have won 8, we have drawn 1, we have lost 5. We have a goal difference of -1. We have 25 points. On Monday evening, it was announced by Tottenham Hotspur Football Club that the Tottenham Hotspur women have been drawn at home to Leicester in the 4th round of the 2021-2022 Women's FA Cup. Ties will take place on Sunday, the 30th of January 2022, and ticket news will follow in due course. As we all know, Tottenham Hotspur have had a huge outbreak of COVID-19 cases at Hotspur Way. A report has just come out from BBC Sport, and they are stating that 42 Premier League players and staff tested positive for COVID-19 in the past week, the most recorded in the league over a 7-day period. It is the highest number since 40 cases were reported in January. That week, 2,295 tests were carried out, while 3,805 tests were done in the latest round from the 6th to the 12th of December. Brighton, Tottenham, Leicester, Manchester United, Aston Villa and Norwich all confirmed cases, with United's game at Brentford in doubt. Sunday's Brighton v Tottenham Hotspur fixture was postponed following a COVID-19 outbreak at Spurs. Previously, the most positive tests returned in a week this season was 16 from the 16th to the 22nd of August, when there were 3,060 tests. The latest report of 42 results is an increase of 30 on the 12 positives reported from 3,154 tests from the 29th of November to the 5th of December. On Thursday, following the introduction of new coronavirus rules in England, the Premier League told clubs to return to emergency measures, including social distancing and wearing masks. A league statement on Monday said the frequency of lateral flow and PCR tests for players and staff would increase. The statement added, "We will continue to work closely with the government, local authorities and supporter groups while being responsive to any future changes to national or local guidance." From Wednesday, fans will need to show proof of double vaccination or a negative test to attend sporting events with crowds of more than 10,000 people in England. This includes Premier League games. Now, in case you missed the Europa Conference League draw on Monday afternoon, this is a report from the Daily Mail, and they are stating that Tottenham Hotspur have learned of their potential Europa Conference League opponents after being drawn against Rapid Vienna in the playoff round. Spurs are currently on the brink of being eliminated from the competition after a COVID outbreak within their squad led to the club being forced to postpone their final group game against Rennes. The French side have already progressed from their group as winners, but Spurs had to win the game to join them as runners-up at the expense of Dutch side Vitesse Arnhem following their final day victory over Mura on Thursday. The two-leg ties are due to be played on February the 17th, with the return fixture a week later on Thursday the 24th. The winners will then advance to the last 16 to play the Conference League group stage winners. Although Spurs featured in the draw along for Tes Arnhem, their hopes of featuring in the playoffs look increasingly bleak, with UEFA announcing there was no chance of replaying the cancelled fixture at home to Rennes. It also states in this report, with Tottenham having asked for the postponement, it is expected that UEFA will award a 3-0 win to Rennes, leaving Spurs third in the group and then eliminated. Tottenham still face a fixture backlog, but with them not being in Europe, it would help their situation. Spurs, though, look no closer to resolving their COVID-19 crisis in the camp, which saw them forced to postpone their Premier League trip to Brighton at the weekend. They are due to take on Leicester on Thursday, having resumed training on Sunday, but according to reports, another first-team player has tested positive for the virus. He then states this crisis means they could now have as little as 13 players to work with after 8 first-team stars and 9 members of staff tested positive in the build-up to the proposed match with Rennes. And a report has been published by Football.London, and they are stating that Tottenham have been hit by further COVID cases, which has resulted in their entire under-23 squad sent home from Hotspur Way on Monday and a new positive test among the first-team players. A report has been published by the Sun newspaper, and they are stating that COVID-hit Tottenham could yet be handed a European reprieve. Tottenham could get Conference League reprieve as UEFA backtrack on December the 31st fixture cut-off after COVID nightmare. In the report, it says UEFA's statement appeared to condemn Antonio Conte's team when it confirmed a solution that could work for both clubs could not be found. The match can no longer be played and the matter will be referred to the Control, Ethics and Disciplinary Board for a decision. And the Sun newspaper, in their article, it states, during the pandemic, the Control, Ethics and Disciplinary Body has awarded 3-0 victories to clubs whose opponents were unable to fulfil fixtures because of COVID infections. And the Court of Arbitration for Sport has upheld that. But if the Control, Ethics and Disciplinary Body rule that Rennes had not been flexible enough in trying to rearrange another date for the game, then they could be punished instead. They could also grant an exception to the 31st of December deadline to allow the Group G match to be played in the new year before the competition resumes in February. An added complication is that France has a winter break that lasts from December the 22nd to the 7th of January. Any decision would affect Dutch side for Tes Arnhem, who sits second in the group. Now, my thoughts on this, I would absolutely love this to happen, and I would love to see Tottenham Hotspur play Rennes at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in Group G. This would be the perfect scenario, in my opinion. You know, Rennes come to Tottenham beyond the 31st of December, so we play this game sometime in January. We may even have a couple of new signings by then as well in the January transfer window. Who knows? But personally, and I've said this on so many videos that I've put out there, I would love Tottenham to progress in this competition, particularly now, the draw has been made as well, and we know the opponents, for the playoff game, both home and away in February, Rapid Vienna. I would love a trip to Vienna, and, I think that is a very winnable game over 2 legs, especially when you've got a head coach in Antonio Conte. I would think the decision and the announcement from UEFA would be pretty imminent. I would be surprised if it's not in the next 24 to 48 hours, their decision on what they have decided. But if it comes down to it, and, Rennes have seemed awkward in any way, and they haven't been very open to a new date for the game, because when I read their statement, they seem to be pretty closed off, with dates, and they didn't seem to be very accommodating. As far as they were concerned, they flew to London. They wanted to play the game that night. Tottenham Hotspur couldn't because of the COVID outbreak. They didn't seem to be very helpful on arranging a new date. So you never, ever know in football. Now, in previous transfer windows, we have been heavily linked to Chelsea defender Antonio Rüdiger, particularly under the management of Jose Mourinho. Well, Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano in the last 24 hours has provided an update and has stated that Antonio Rüdiger is in talks with Chelsea over a new contract, but agreement still far from being reached. Real Madrid want to sign him as a free agent. Bayern Munich have no plans to pay the salary asked by Rüdiger as things stand, and Tottenham are not in the race. Now, my thoughts on this very quickly. How disappointing that we're not in the race, because I tell you what, he is a fantastic defender with some fantastic Premier League experience, a real leader on the pitch.
Thanks, Chris, and hello to everybody watching. I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly Spurs prizes that we run on the site. Some of our previous Spurs prizes range from the likes of signed shirts and boots and mounts from players such as Harry Kane, Son Heung-min and Lucas, right through to club legends like Paul Gascoigne and Jurgen Klinsmann. You can watch the live draws on our Facebook page, and you can go on our site and see the previous Spurs winners, as well as what prizes we have to offer at www.footballprizes.co.uk.
Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like and share the video as well, and also hit that notification bell where you will be notified every single time I upload a new video. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe and well. Until the next video, come on you Spurs.